Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we are going to be talking about Hedera or Hbar. I got some exciting things to talk about. Overall, we could discuss a little bit about the price, because I know that a lot of people are probably going to comment on this video and saying, dude, what is going on with the price? It's totally fine. Okay, so with all of that in mind, before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys could all leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. Also, let me know how you all are feeling about the market today. I'd love to hear from you guys. Pretty much maybe start a little bit of a conversation in the comments. And let's just refresh. So we're still down about 3.63%. We're seeing Bitcoin down a little bit on the 7-day and even on the 24-hour. It's been a little bit of a bearish month overall. I think that by the end of this month, a lot of things are going to change drastically. The only green asset right now is XRP, up about 3%. You know, we do see Terra USD, or UST is up like about a fraction of a percent, but that is a stable coin. So there's not too many green assets along the board here, and Hbar sitting at number 39 at about 26 cents is down 22.84% on the 7-day spend still. And yeah, I mean, ultimately speaking, you know, we did hit about 29 cents just recently, which this move here is a clear insight to tell you guys that we are very, very close to alts really kind of taking off. In my mind, I think alts are near their breaking point. We do see Bitcoin dominance at about 40.1%. We do see Ethereum dominance at about almost 22%. This is good. We're seeing Bitcoin dominance continuing to fall a little bit. I suspect that Bitcoin dominance still has about a 20% drop within it. I think that we get to about almost 20% exact on Bitcoin dominance. That is very good for altcoins, because during that entire time, okay, if Bitcoin kind of goes on one last ride, maybe it goes to, you know, 70, 80, 100 plus K, whatever the case may be, while Bitcoin is rising, I suspect that Bitcoin dominance is going to take a very bad leap to the downside, which is actually very good for us, and that's going to allow a lot of altcoins like Hbar to really take off. I don't believe that our topping point is in yet for Bitcoin. I also don't think that we are close to really a massive alt season. I think that we're close in terms of, you know, alts kind of taking the show, but alt season could bleed all the way into Q2 of 2022, with most of the topping points being around possibly even the summer to September of 2022. Now, of course, I want things to happen sooner than expected. I'm just saying it could take that long. We have to watch the market, and we have to watch the market indicators. Now, with all of this in mind, I do want to talk to you guys about some exciting things within Hbar. But before I fully move on, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys do want to stay on top of the market, go to NCashOfficial.com. I have all my trading indicators, my exit plans, all that kind of stuff on NCashOfficial.com. 35% off sale currently right now on the bundle pack, which does include everything on the website, as well as all future content for free. Now, I posted this yesterday because I seen Hedera pretty much tweet out yet again what they're really kind of doing. So I said, are you paying attention to what is happening between tokenization, cross-border payments, CBDC, stablecoin issuance, and so much more? Hbar is shaping the future of what a legitimate, incredible opportunity in space looks like. Slow PA or price action with incredible growth. Hbar's price will soon follow. They aren't trying to overmarket or overhype what they are building. Some could argue that they don't have enough marketing, but this is what an authentic project that is building the future looks like. And if you guys did miss this, essentially, they were saying cross-border transactions can take days to settle. To expedite this process and its efficiency, of course, Shinhan Bank and Standard Bank have united in a proof of concept on Hedera. I am very excited for this. I believe that in my mind, this solidifies what we've been talking about for a very long time. We've been talking about tokenization, we've been talking about cross-border payments, we've been talking about real-time settlement issues with payments as well. We want to make sure that we could get to the point where, you know, settlement could happen within 3 to 5 seconds for all payments, especially in terms of credit unions and stuff like that. I think that this is incredible. This is going to solidify Hedera's future in this market. Hedera is not just your typical DLT. It's not your typical asset that is focused on NFTs or the metaverse or this or that. No, Hedera doesn't have a focused industry. Hedera is almost everything all in one in terms of all of these industries combined. And I'm very excited for this future. Now, talking about the different industries within the Hedera ecosystem, let's actually talk about FIS. So FIS is a GC member of Hedera. Now, I've never talked about FIS on this channel before, but I do want to discuss to you guys exactly what the future is going to be looking like. So, FIS is not to be disregarded. We do see essentially some things that they're focused on here: merchant solutions, banking solutions, capital market solutions as well. This is a huge company, all right? They're focused on pretty much everyday financial services, pretty much for everything. We're seeing credit marketers, we're seeing asset management, insurance, securities. This is a massive company. They're not focused on just one thing, and look at their stock price, $105.17 per stock. Pretty crazy. Okay, and they are talking about, again, all of the same stuff. Financial inclusion in terms of the banking scene. We've been talking about that. We see advancing sustainability for a shared tomorrow. Again, creating sustainable societies by giving back. This is pretty much all talking about digital acceleration, advancing new payment technologies, pretty much everything that we've been talking about within crypto. Now, this is a huge asset, or not an asset, but company, like I've said. You could look at all of their banking solutions. You could see what they're trying to do. They're trying to change this entire scene. And I suspect that in terms of what they're really kind of focused on, I suspect that Hedera has a large hand within this. Now, what exactly, and by the way, now the time to plan your move to ISO 222 for high value and international payments. A lot of people were concerned about Hedera not being ISO 222 compliant. They're Web3 compliant, and that means essentially the use cases that are built on Hedera would have to be ISO 222, and FIS seems like they are. Now, we don't know specifically what Hedera is building with them, but we did do a little bit of a deep dive and found a few things. So first off, we go back to September 5th, where we did see Boeing and FIS Global join Hedera Hashgraph's Governing Council. Now, I read this, and there was no insights on what FIS was doing. It mentioned their transactions per second and stuff like that, pretty much the combined market cap of these two, but nothing really insightful on what they are building. But then I did see this. From November 5th, 2021, on FIS's website, World Pay from FIS Hashport, a world of possibility awaits. A partnership that opens up a world of possibility. World Pay from FIS joins Hashport. Now, as you guys do know, Hashport is interoperability. As the global leader in payment solutions, WorldPay from FIS sits at the forefront of technological innovation. As a longtime participant in the crypto ecosystem, FIS is excited to announce that it will join Hashport, a new distributed ledger interoperability platform. WorldPay from FIS will form part of Hashport's diverse network validator group alongside other industry-leading organizations to validate transactions and contribute to maintaining the security of the network. As a validator, WorldPay from FIS will begin exploring new potential use cases in the distributed ledger space that employ Hashport's capabilities. WorldPay will also lend its payment expertise and insight as an active Hedera Council member to help expand the Hashport network over time. In working with Hashport, WorldPay will better understand the needs and applications of leading-edge decentralized networks. This opportunity positions WorldPay to continue to be a thought leader in the digital asset space and develop new products and services that help bridge the gap between traditional and a digital economy. Hashport will help reduce transaction complexity and processing times that currently plague the DLT industry today. In the not-too-distant future, efficient, cost-effective, real-time settlements between the worlds of DeFi and CeFi will become reality. Head of Crypto and Emerging Business at WorldPay from FIS. This is going to be huge. Okay, this is going to be the bridge between DeFi and CeFi, in my opinion. I think that this is going to allow interoperability between those two, and I suspect that FIS is going to have a large part in this, especially with WorldPay. This is going to get very interesting very fast, and this is the only thing that I really kind of found out within Hashport or any sort of Hedera connection with FIS. Now, the best part about this is this was November 5th. This goes back to September 5th, so almost it's one whole year and 1 month later that they announced this. Was this the plan all along? This is what I've always talked about. There's always things going on behind the scenes. Okay, and with this, I think that this is an incredible opportunity for Hedera and Hashport and even FIS to really kind of grow and grow and grow. And that is exactly what they're even seeing here as well. It's going to continue to be a thought leader in the digital asset space and develop new products and services. This is going to be Huge. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about a few other use cases, and then we could wrap up the video. So, data hash. Now, this is agriculture. Now, this is talking about wine, okay? I know, it's crazy. We go from finance and banking to wine. Literally, wine. Now, the best part about this is their challenge. The market for fraudulent wine is estimated at $3 billion globally each year. This fraud, combined with shifting consumer behavior, makes the authenticity of a product a growing need. Solution: data hash selected Hedera to provide a trusted mechanism to track and trace, or track and track. I don't know why they messed up there. I didn't mess up there. They did. Track and trace agriculture supply chain across wine and similar verticals. Now, the best part about this, okay, I know that this might sound comical to say the least, but this is actually a massive use case because this is track and trace that's solving a $3 billion problem, 250,000 plus liters of wine recorded, which is essentially 250,000 transactions, 15 plus pilot wineries as well. So this is actually very big in terms of what could come from this, and they're talking about pretty much tracing everything down to a T with this. This solution continues to evolve with the industry participants using the Data Hash Wine Beta platform. In 2021, Data Hash expanded into the dairy industry and is currently trialing the Dairy Alpha platform as well. So they're not only tracking wine, they're tracking even dairy. They're tracking a lot of stuff. And I know that a lot of people are probably sitting there laughing saying, wow, I can't believe we just went from banking to tracking wine, ice cream, milk, all of this stuff. But this is actually huge, okay? Fraud is a big problem within a lot of these areas, and track and trace is going to be a very huge use case. And that's why I've always said that these small use cases within the Hedera ecosystem should not be overlooked. Malexi or Malexi, I say Malexi. I know that people probably pronounce it a different way, but overall, $151 billion global excess inventory market size. 63 million companies in the excess inventory market. Check this out. Challenge: the Malexi platform needed a cost-effective and scalable solution to prove the authenticity of transactional documents and the credibility of counterparties, as well as their ratings and reviews. They chose Hedera to, pretty much strengthen the trust, credibility, and transactional integrity. So, again, all authenticity and transactional documents and counterparties, this is going to prove it. It's going to provide that authenticity. It's going to provide, that trust layer, if you will. This is also very big. 151 billion in a market of over 63 million companies. This is fairly large, and I think that this is great. Again, massive use case. And then, of course, one last use case I want to talk to you guys a little bit about. But I just want you guys to understand that Malexi is actually pretty big because it is a global online marketplace powered by public distributed ledger technology that enables cross-border trading of excess inventory, which I know, like I said, might seem like a small use case, fairly large. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about Unibright. All right, now Unibright is an enterprise blockchain business integrator, right? Now, I know what you guys are probably going to think. This is not a huge use case, but it actually is pretty significant how this partnership came to be. Challenge: Frequency initially supported Ethereum. For enterprises that required lower costs and better performance, Unibright sought alternatives. Their platform adds additional support for tokens on Hedera using the Hedera token service. So this was their problem. They wanted to make things cost effective, less than 1 cent per transfer, and 3-second finality. This is exactly why I've always said, in terms of Hedera, they're going to take this market by storm. These small use cases, and there's many of them. You could go to case studies, and you could read just about all of these. I mean, I don't want to go in depth on all of them, but I'm just saying, there is so many use cases within the Hedera ecosystem, and it's continuing to prosper in just 2 years. Okay, I know a lot of people are probably focused on the price. I'm focused on the price. You're focused on the price. We're all focused on the price. Even if it's just a marginal fraction percentage of the time, yeah, you might be looking at all these use cases. Then you look at the price and you're like, well, dude, what is happening with this asset? Like, why is it not moving up in price? But I just want you all to understand what is happening. Things are being built behind the scenes. This is coming very fast. Slow price action now, everything will catch up soon. I suspect that this is going to grow and grow and grow. Okay, and I'm very excited to watch this all play out. Okay, I know the value of Hbar. I'm sure that you probably all know the value of Hbar with me talking about it on a day-to-day basis. I know for a fact that we are not a number 39 asset. I know for a fact that we're not a number even 25 asset. I know for a fact that we are at least a top 10 and at some point in time a top 5 asset. With all of the things being built within the Hedera ecosystem, I don't see this not being a huge asset at some point in time. I suspect that this year we could see a little bit more gains possibly by the end of this month. But next year, 2022, okay, if we have the Q1 and Q2 pumps and topping points for altcoins, I believe that Hedera is going to lead the way as a racehorse, especially with the roadmap ahead, especially with many updates that we are still expecting. There is still a lot of, listings that could potentially happen, like Coinbase, for an example. I am very eager to watch things play out. I am going to be watching this market very closely, specifically during the rest of this month and, of course, going into 2022. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day, a beautiful night. Wherever you guys are on this beautiful spin. Nick, peace out, guys.